like we are children of the AIDS generation.
Yep.
We have been like that, all that free love, all that sort of, the getting around that people used to do back in the day, all that sort of like sexual liberation and whatever the hell they wanted to call it when it became a movement to just pork people willy-nilly back in the 60s, 70s, and I'm guessing early 80s before the Black Plague of the 80s came to haunt everybody. Like, we miss that. That's never been a part of our lives. And it's not like, I know they say they've got, like, they've made significant progress in a cure for AIDS. Like, I think they've got medication which will allow you to pork people with the HIV virus and not contract it. Is that where we stand with that?
Hey, look, Mom, I'm staring directly into the sun. You think it's going to hurt me? No. Yeah, it's just, that's never going to happen. We're never going to get any of that. That's not part of our world in this day and age. And I know lots of people that do pork around, but I'm guaranteeing that the vast majority of them have HPV. Yeah, we're kind of the in-between generation.
Yeah, sucks. They're going to come up with a cure for cancer and AIDS, and we're going to die of cancer and AIDS right as it's happening. That's what our generation is. All right, then. Well.
All right. Time for nudes?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Kate Upton says, the internet can be horrible.
That's right. I find it I find it ironic, really, because there's so many people that look at folks that have different careers than them. Rock stars, musicians. The grass is always greener when you're looking at someone else's career. Maybe you do manual labor, or maybe you're stuck in a cubicle and you don't like it, and you might make great money and all this sort of stuff. And my friends from high school, like, man, you're on the radio. It's so cool. I'm like, is it?
I'm glad you think that.
Yeah. It's just a party all the time, definitely.
I am programmed to appreciate that.
Yeah, I do love my job, and I really enjoy a lot of the things that I get out of it. But, like, to me, the grass looks greener on their side of the fence. There they are, clocking in at 9, clocking out at 5, going home and having a life outside of work. Funkhouser, when was the last time you did that?
Nope.
Yeah. For me, it was about 2006,
Nope,
I think.
30. That's when I did it.
Yeah. Exactly. So, it's interesting how the grass always looks greener, and people look at folks with other careers and go, man, if I could do that, I would be happy. And the person who's doing that goes, yeah, try it. I guarantee you'll get sick of it, too, in just a little bit. And Kate Upton is kind of like that, in that she hates the internet. She says it's a horrible, horrible thing, yet is responsible for some of the single greatest things ever to happen online. Yep. Kate Upton says the internet can be horrible. But then you Google Kate Upton topless, and it all becomes worth it again. Go on.
I thought Cat Daddy was a person until I Googled it. Mr. T is getting his own home improvement show. Guess what it's called?
What's it called?
I Pity the Tool.
That's very good.
I got another Mr. T. I got another impersonation in me.
Go on.
Yeah, he's getting his own home improvement show called I Pity the Tool.
I don't do a Mr. T impersonation. I do an impersonation of Pee Wee Herman impersonating Mr. T. I pity the fool doesn't eat Mr. T cereal. Ha ha! Anyways, that wasn't very good. I guess it's better than I pity Mr. T for having to lower himself to this. No, I think he should be everywhere. Mr. T's great. Please don't turn out to be a serial rapist or something awful like Bill Cosby. Remain a beloved old school feature from our childhood that will remain unsmirched for as long as we live. Thank you, Mr. T.
Haven't had many things go my way. Haven't had many sunny days. Haven't had many things go right, but I've had so many sleepless nights. Nothing ever seems like it will be half of what I hoped it would be. So just this one time, please let things go my way. So just this one time, please let it be a better day. So just this one time, please don't let anything go wrong. So just this one time, please let me sing a happy song. again. It would be so nice just once to win. Thing for you to hear a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. I'd like to encourage your suicide every time that you are near my side. I'm struck by the bad luck that was stuck with you, always personified. Those food stamps that you live off of could be feeding someone real. And I'm sick of my tax dollars providing your every fucking meal. You fucking waste of space, you fucking waste of skin, you fucking waste of air. Put the gun to your head where you're losing your hair. You wanna know what it was that has made you this way? You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. You fucking waste of space, you fucking waste of skin, you fucking waste of air. Put the gun to your head where you're losing your hair. You wanna know what it was that has made you this way? You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped.
Go ahead, favorite the show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
Alrighty then. Ever thrown up in a woman's vagina behind a fast food restaurant, Funkhouser?
Not yet.
Not yet? I mean, you have, you've got the best stories of anyone I know, and you forget your stories on a regular basis.
It reminds me of a story I'll tell you in a future episode.
Okay, cool. Well, the burning question today in the world of modern romance is, can Craigslist reunite a woman with a guy who threw up in her lady parts? We'll get to that later. Right now, though, let's continue with the news, Funkhouser. What else is going on in the world?
The next Sharknado movie will be called Sharknado 3. Oh, hell no.
Which is something I'm sure Ian Ziering will come to wish his agent had said. Nah. Ian Ziering's just glad for any work he can get ever. Ian Ziering being the star of the Sharknado franchise, he has got to be... The rest of the cast of Beverly Hills 90210 has to be green with envy. It's like, oh, man, I wish I had a piece of crap on the Sci-Fi Channel as well. Done wonders for his career. He's a lucky individual to be the one that scooped that gig. What else?
He was also on The Celebrity Apprentice, too. Giant douche.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He's a douche?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a douche.
Oprah is auctioning unwanted belongings from her Chicago condo.
Bidding starts at $500 for Stedman. Go on.
George R.R. Martin will skip Comic-Con to finish his next Game of Thrones book.
FYI, just by hearing that sentence, Funkhouser just said, your virginity has been restored. Did you ever see that interview with George R.R. Martin? I think it was on Conan. And he's the guy that wrote Game of Thrones. And a lot of people don't realize that it's a book as well. But what's interesting is usually television shows or movies don't get made from books until the books have been written long, long ago. And he's like still writing them. It's an interesting one. But he is a little bit ahead of the television show. So if you really want to know what's going on, you can skip ahead in the books and you'll find out. But he said he was at a party for Game of Thrones, and one of the actors came up to him. He wouldn't say who, and like, oh man, I love being on this show so much. Whatever you do, don't kill me off, because this is like my favorite role ever. He's like, oh, I guess you didn't read chapter 11 where your character dies, but okay.
Wah, wah.
Just another reaffirmation that actors are what I have always said they are, empty vessels. Like you're a part of this enormous hit show based on a book. You love your character. You're invested in your character. And you couldn't be bothered to read the book and find out what happens to your character. You lazy, empty vessel, son of a bitch, talentless, uncreative piece of crap. And I address that to all actors, but whoever the hell the actor George R.R. Martin was talking about in particular. Go on.
Eva Mendes?
Yeah.
She says she never wears sweatpants and that they are the number one cause of divorce.
Yep, ladies, there's an item of clothing that you might be wearing that could, according to Eva Mendes, destroy your relationship. She says she never wears sweatpants. They're the number one cause of divorce. I don't think your wife wearing sweatpants is a cause for divorce. It's more because your wife doesn't look like Eva Mendes. But then, what are you? Some Adonis? No, you're not. What if you did a sit-up sometimes, you lazy son of a bitch? Relationships take effort, you know. Go on.
Madonna?
Yep.
She was on Ellen last week.
And after that, she did her talk show, too. Okay.
President Obama says Kentucky will win the NCAA tournament.
Well, yeah. But remember, he also said he'd do something about immigration. What else?
Adrian Peterson. He turns 30 over the weekend, and his kids got him a wonderful gift.
Yeah. Adrian Peterson's kids definitely got him a wonderful gift. If they know it's good for him. Whoosh. Not cool, Adrian Peterson.
No cameras.
Yeah. Go on.
A new study shows getting more sleep makes you have more sex. In a related story, wives everywhere have had chronic insomnia since wedding nights. Go on. Scientists in Australia are working on a beer that rehydrates you as you drink.
So Obama good, Australian bad.
So you won't get hangovers.
Oh, God, it's like Dick Van Dyke doing a bad impersonation of Crocodile Dundee. So scientists are working on it. Sorry.
Scientists in Australia are working on a beer that rehydrates you as you drink so you won't get hangovers.
Crikey. Bad idea. Hangovers, really the only thing that give us little breaks from Charlie Sheen here and there. I think doing away with it. Having consequence-free drinking is not a good idea. Like, I think